Today I'm going to be replacing the alternator on this 2007 Toyota Tundra with a 4.7 liter engine in it. First off, go ahead and disconnect your negative ground on your battery. It's on the driver's side front, right behind the headlight. I'm using a 10 millimeter. That loose, and then pop it off. Just like that, just set it down there so that it doesn't connect. Alright, so go ahead and remove your serpentine belt. Take note of how it's on. Just look down in there and see how it's wrapped around. I normally try to not take it off if I'm not replacing the belt. It looks like the belt might be okay to just leave it on there. So right down below the water hose right there, it's kind of hidden, but you can see where I've got the socket on the end of it. You can put the ratchet right down, right by where the power steering pump is. And I know it's kind of hard to see, but I've got the ratchet on there. I've actually got 14 mil socket on it. So basically pushing it down will loosen it up, and you can see how easy that it is. Once you push that down a little bit, then you can just slide the belt off from the power steering pump. Now, I'm going to try to show you right here. I'm doing it one-handed. I've got the camera in the other hand because I've got the socket down there on the pulley. Push it downward. Once you push it downward, just slide the serpentine belt off the power steering, and then let the ratchet come right back up. Okay, so if you look down in there, you'll see the power steering pump right there. Down there is the alternator. Now I'm just going to be moving the belt around. You can see the pulley down here where I'm touching it with my finger. It's the alternator pulley. I'm just kind of pushing the belt back, but I'm not really going to move the belt out of the way, so I'm just leaving the belt right there. Okay, so now you want to go in through the side. Now I've got it up on a lift, but you can do it on your driveway with some jack stands. Or you don't even have to lift it. It's just if you lift it, it'll bring the wheel down quite a bit further to where you can access it. So if you lift the front end up a little bit, you'll see the alternator right there. You can remove the push clips out, which there's one right here, and then there's one right up here, and then you're able to just pull this splash shield down, and you can see the alternator right there. So some trucks have plastic covers over the wire right here. This one doesn't. It's just a little rubber cover. Pull that back. You're going to be undoing this bolt and then coming down here and undoing this bottom bolt right here, and then you're going to be using the squeeze clip on the back there and taking the cable off the back side. Okay, so another thing that makes the job easier is if you turn the wheel all the way right. Go ahead and put the key in there, slightly turn it, and unlock the steering so you can turn it to the right. It gives you a whole lot more room to be able to get right up in here and remove the alternator. Okay, so now you need to disconnect the electrical connector on the back. You should be able to squeeze it. There's a tab on the top. If you can't get it, then just push the little rubber boot off, and you'll see the tab on the very top right there by my thumb. Just push it down, and then you'll have to wiggle that connector off to the rear. So let me show you. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm wiggling the connector to the rear, and then once I wiggled it, it popped out. You can see that push clip right there. Once that's out, then take your 10 millimeter. We've got a short 10, little 1/4 inch ratchet, and take this bolt off on the bottom. I'm gonna loosen this one up top right here. That was on there pretty tight. Once it gets loose, though, you should be able to take it off with your fingers. Okay, so just undo the bolt. Once the bolt's out, the bracket will come off. Okay, so everything can be done from the side right here, but I'm going to go ahead and take off this bottom splash shield just to give you a better view of it. There's several bolts that are missing. It's not going to take too many to take it off. There's a couple that's right up in those holes, and there's one right up in this hole. All the rest of them's missing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take that top bolt off, and I'm using a 14 millimeter socket. I'm just going to take the ratchet straight up. Hopefully you can see that up there. I'm going to go ahead and loosen the top one off. Now I'm going to loosen the bottom one. It's a 14 also. Alright, get that bolt out. Now I'm swapping to a 12 millimeter to get the side one out right here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and slide the alternator off. Okay, well, maybe we won't. Okay, so I actually did this on purpose. I wanted to show you that the alternator hits the power steering pump, whenever you're trying to remove it, it's one of those things that I'm sure you've seen videos where you think it looks easy and mechanics run into this all the time. It won't come out because it's sitting the pulley right here. So the simplest thing of doing, if they would have put a stud on it that had like a hex in there, you could have removed the studs out of there and probably dropped the alternator down, but it's not studded. And what I mean is, if there was a hex wrench on the end of where you took the nuts off from, then you could actually unscrew the studs and probably get the alternator out, but they didn't do that. So you're gonna have to take the power steering pump down, or at least loosen it up so that you can get room to move the alternator out of the truck. Okay, so now come to the top, get you a 14mm deep socket to get through the power steering pulley, and then get the nut off on the one side. That one's actually a bolt, not a nut. Alright, so once you get that bolt loose, it's a little tricky, but not too bad. Just stick your hand up through there, pull it out with your fingers. Then you'll go to the second one that's basically right next to it. Right there. Go ahead and loosen that one up. Now this one's a nut that comes off. Yep, I dropped the nut. Get that nut out of there. Alright, now there's another nut that's down underneath on the bottom side down here. So there'll be a total of 3 places that you'll need to remove in order to get power steering pump loose. Got my finger going underneath the pulley, underneath the bottom, so I can get that bolt out. Now you can see the power steering pump slide forward. Okay, so now that the power steering pump is slid forward, I'm going to go ahead and slide the alternator forward. And I'm going to grab it. I'm going to bring it out through the passenger side right here. Now there are some models that it's not this easy, but see right there how I just kind of spun it around, spun it out. That's how you get the alternator out on a Toyota Tundra. And now, as usual, you're going to compare the new one with the old one. Make sure everything looks the same. Make sure that the electrical connectors basically look the same. All the connections, the mounts. Just make sure that it looks like it's going to mount up in there without any problem, so that you don't get it up in there and all of a sudden figure out that's not the right one. So now I've got the new one. I'm going to place it back up in there. You don't want to just shove it in there all of a sudden. You want to make sure that you don't damage the new unit. You have to lay it right there just for a second so I can reposition my hand. Now I'm going to go underneath and reach upward to put it on. If I wasn't filming, I would be doing it from this side. I just can't get my hand in there and not hit the camera. So you got your outer tab. Hopefully you can see that right here. That attaches to the side right there. And you'll just kind of put it back up into the position that came out of. Right, so now you can start placing all your bolts into place. Got this nut that went on the top. Then I've got the smaller one that went on the side right here. And then I've got the bolt that was bolted in the bottom. Go ahead and snug those up, get them tight. And I'm using a short socket to tighten them. Now you want to attach your wiring. You got your electrical connector on the back of the alternator. Just get it back up there in the position and then push it until you hear it click. And then push the weather guard around it. Try to keep all the dirt and moisture from going in. Go ahead and get the little bolt in your bracket, screw it into the side of the alternator. Take the new nut off the alternator, place your battery wire on there and put the nut back on it. Go ahead and use your 10 mil to tighten them up. You don't want to crank down real hard on them. Once you get it snug, go ahead and put the protective boot back over it. Now you're going to work on getting your power steering pump back on. So now just grab your power steering pump and push it back. While you're underneath here, you can go ahead and take your power steering pump bolt. It doesn't really matter which one as far as the long ones because they're both the same. So go ahead and reach in there like that and go ahead and get it in there while you're down here. Now before you crank down on this bottom one, I like to get all 3 bolts in there and get them snug before I crank down on them. There's always a chance that it's not setting perfectly level. So if you just kind of get them up there, get them snug by hand and go to the next one. Now we're pretty much done on the bottom side, so I'm going to go ahead and put the splash shield back up. You can see where I took the 2 tabs off. It was easier, just move it out of the way. And you might break the tabs whenever you're pulling them off. This one's actually broken up there and looks like it's pulled through up here. It's basically like that whenever it came in, but go ahead and put your tabs back in. Top one's ripped off, so I can't do anything about it. So now we'll come back to the top, get your bolt inside the pulley down there. Hopefully you can see it running back through on the back side back there. And then I've got the nut right here. You might be able to get the nut in there if you got small fingers. Get the nut started on the top one like this. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I was able to start it. Get your socket on there, tighten it up. Usually once 2 gets tight, it's good to go ahead and torque it down. Okay, so once that's tight, don't forget about the one that's underneath here on the bottom side. And of course, go back and check all your bolts to make sure everything's nice and snug. If you haven't already, be sure that you put your shield back on the bottom. You should be able to handle that part. But now that that's on, we're going to go ahead and put the belt back on. And I know this part's going to be kind of frustrating because it's really hard to show how I'm putting the belt back on, but I've got the belt lined back around. I'm going to use, and I've got my socket on the nut there with the pulley. I'm just going to push that pulley down. Go ahead and get my hand down there and around it and pull that belt back up into the correct position. You might have to fight with it just a little bit because it likes to come off all around, but make sure it's down and around the alternator down below it. Alright, so just be prepared to have to work with the belt a little bit to get it back on there and make sure it's seated correctly. And then I got the belt back on. Alright, so now we're done with the alternator, and the last thing that you need to do is go ahead and reconnect the battery. Make sure your terminals are clean. Reconnect your battery on here, get it tight, and once you get that done, you're done with the process of changing out your alternator on your Toyota Tundra. Also, you want to make sure that your alternator is charging by checking the voltage. As you can see, now it's putting out 14 volts, so it's charging. Whenever it came in, it was well down into the 11s, running just off from the battery. But anyways, everyone, thanks for watching this video today. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for me. Like it, share it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching again, everyone.